A boudoir of supernova, drizzled in the sun shower snow. The mermen play with a boudoir of supernova, drizzled in the sun shower snow. Slice in the rocket ship, spit and dance in owlmen, undulate in the tendrils of gooey jasmine lightning bolts, in grocery stores of the dream verses of timeless time. Ogreish razor blades of cuttlefish, swell pyramids made out of tear water, upon the straits of driftwood dendrites of nebular tornadoes, lashing out, whipping the Martian weeping chandeliers, where violet beavers in cybernetic suits hang upside down, the solar pumas whose flesh cocoons the multiverse, sidereal upon the buffet of salamanders plunging into your carved-out torso, Saturn's creaks of rubbery bucks, nailed to the slug-headed Madonna, dancing upon your arachnid lips. Lingual subliminality cloves the battered meteorites, nailed to your lips. The labyrinths of post-geometry sizzle upon the melon, hold in its fist, cradle in the Doric Egyptology beaver dam. The iridescent chandeliers of crepuscular obelisks, reefs the porridge of foamy ogreish salmon, on flying carpets of cerebral cerebration. You were born in a toothpaste tube of bloody jewels, leaking from an omniscient dragon's antlers, just as your cranium is swimming in a transfinite birdhouse. The pyramid ogreish children fairies upon the smoky Buddha BC, sleeked in the rear and rake of oscillating sibyl butterfly men, parading upon the gargoyle saccharine wisteria doves, the sources of Victoria BC, metaphysically billiard balls upon the sylvan sylph magpies, cut in the gaping wounds of all possible thoughts and stilettos of timeless time. The mouthful of quadratic verbiage mummifies the ogreish burgundy sky of Yukon, crammed into cranny mathematical anti-realist fawns of suction cup cosmogony, gleaming pan-futuristic xylophones of Egyptian beaver dams, the counterfactual gargoyle of Gomorrah, crystalline Saskatoon berries, rake the modal-realist Egyptology buffet in Abbotsford, BC. The obscurantist star-spangled Hegelian woman cascades upon the rubbery nutcracker skating rinks. The Dracula faun walks upon a tightrope of carnivorous clouds. The pantheist imam of sutured hallucination adumbrates the margarine stick of persimmon pariahs. Cartilage of albino iridescent fawns, the blistered purple scorpion, wearing a wedding dress of vampire brains. The tarantula timbers ochre the harmonical orchards. The frosted dragon fruit crashes into a redwood neural network. The bleeding forest in the valley of surrealist seaweed. Venetian autumnal Martian snowboard down the floodgates of your iridescent idealism. The fungus Phalles wears the hijab that Socrates wore during his excommunication to Nevermore. Sidereal the harbour of songbird lunacy, drilled to an antilingual kayak, swimming in a balleriness radio futurism. The hyperdimensional backwater in the cytoplasm of your cerebellum, vortex of Sybil Shasta, exploding ogreish buffets of past-time travel. The eucalyptus avocado woman drizzles altars of artichoke moonballs in a basketball court of infinity. The psychoanalytical plumage of neutrino mummification, the tombs of timeless fungi, automobile upon the ornithology of sunflower insanity. The multiverse is tearing its sirloin drippings out, the astral webbed feet of a poetic carnivorous anthill. The retrograding zephyr on a crag of carnivora, your delicate torso framed to cosmogony, wearing a Hilbert turban, the pan-mathematical jetsam on a seaboat sidereal, anti-rational bacon of bivouac Buddha barnacles, your cranium swimming in an amniotic wound of transfinite ladybugs, brindled dahlias and carnations, barista the fitted geometry, crab walking panspheres their Shasta husk of alembic mouche stuffed open, the obelisk's paw prints, Mahatmas of meteorological Manitoba, soaked in dark energy scallions, drinking the Ganges in less than a plank second, a plume of inbred stars eating the multiverse for breakfast. Sahara the pantaloons of Neptune's crimson-soaked megaphones, of antiphysical chinchillas, wearing Egyptology turbans, glue an apartment in my backpack to a fire-breathing carnivorous refrigerator. The metallic cuspidor pedigree, hallucinations baked into the casket of surrealism. The mosque of your neurotransmitters has bloomed, pours itself into Buddha's rearing upon the transhuman wormhole in the microwave of infinite foods and refrigerators of posthumanism. Crab walk barracudas glaze upon Glade upon the quantum psychiatrist of ornithology, the humanoid cyborg lizard passes the wanton submarine Dracula, the megaphones click, the chamomile tambourines, coat hanger the abalone unicorn, nail to prehensile squids for brunch. The orbiting hydra clicks the melon mongoose upon the wigwams of westernization, the panoramas of cyberpunk giraffe women, bleeding upon the karaoke sprint, where funky androids drill totems of theodicy and theogony into the metallar gorgons, the cryptogram hummingbird butters its cuspidor hermetic cyberpunk pyramids of purple-violet screaming Shasta, the Darwinian unicycle where buffaloes dance on, an Amerindian ogre kneels the Freudian mammon Madonna to laundry machine bipolar moons, gawns the red wolves in a hypersolipsistic sandal, bleeding trillions of tarantulas into your bed frame, gold worm cabooses swim into the hypersubliminal bobcats, melt into canteen glaciers, the maple syrup of rosemary dahlias, a bloodthirsty entomology, the ochre Dravidian smoked salmon blossoms grizzly bears, wearing stiletto foams. Upon the cuspidor panological marinas, where cyberpunk mockingbirds flock, the pumpkin-headed buffet of gleaming epistemology, cherokes the hermetic pyramid, dancing upon the eternal sempiternal Anukshik milliards, the billiards of mockingbird medusae, the xylophone's timorously persnickety, the Osiris of obsidian anteloons, the Pantheist Eucharistic ambrosial waterfall of deist driftwood blubbers, the pomegranate of hermetic hermeneutics, scraping off data upon the dandelions where skylarks ride ambulances to the stars, glooming Amerindian black holes and torn out drapes of atheist orthodoxy, the necklace of metaphysical realism rolls pantheist neural structures upon the psychonic mandrakes of metempsychosis. The cherokee succotash and drizzled wildflowers spit in multiverses, inside frosty limousines of the speed of existence, superchargers the lumina postlingual coattails upon the hyperopsistic moose mallards, quantum Hegelianism, Sidereal the club-footed parapsychic squirrel Golgotha, drilling the Koran to a robotic nun in a vortex of absolute eternity, retrogrades the jonquil-headed and juniper-marinated kestrel water